for tuning back into Boss Lady News. I'm so excited to go in with Cuban Mike right now. Yes. We were already getting started with the conversation. So I've got Cuban Mike on the stage with me, and we've got a gentleman, another gentleman, a performer from, where are you from?
Lawrence, Mass. Actually just in 978 Haverhill, Lawrence area.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
what's your name?
Spoon Digga.
Spoon Digga.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to get in a little bit more with you and finding out more about you. But first, Mike, what's going on with these stupid celebrities? Say that.
You could say stupid because they don't use the right side of their
head.
They
don't really care, right?
Yeah, but let's start about with the good part. Congratulations to Eminem. Last week his album came out, Marshall Mathers 2 LP. Critics said that he was going to, of course, hit the #1 chart with selling over 600,000 copies, but he actually proved them wrong and did double that. He actually sold 800,000 copies.
Yes.
Yes. So he beats out Drake for having the artist with the biggest #1 sale.
Drake!
He got him.
I'm getting tired of him.
He got him. Hey, man.
But if I get a chance to meet you, Drake, you know, everything's all good. Everything's all good.
Hey, I mean, I have friends of mine. I believe he came here 2 weeks ago and shut it down the day of the championship for the Red Sox. So he sold out that. You know, it's not easy selling TD Garden for a rap artist. So
I'm saying, but if you come to Boston, don't come to Boston and not talk about what's going on in sports. You know, I heard that he was giving some shout outs to the game,
I know, but I'm
too.
saying, yeah, he was, as a matter of fact, I believe they say he was performing, giving updates about the game.
That's what's up.
So he shot him out. So congratulations to Eminem.
Drake redeemed himself.
So I copped the album. Haven't got a chance to hear it. I skimmed it through, but I know once I get out of here, I'm gonna go and hear that.
Okay.
So it's a serious album.
I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. I know Eminem's got that one song with Rihanna that everybody, Monster.
Yes.
That everyone's blowing up. But there's another song that he actually has that's really smooth. You guys can hear it on my radio show, my music mix. You can hear it Sunday night. So Sunday, tune in to 102.9 FM. That's my music mix, okay?
I believe I'm going to be there also, right?
Yeah, Cuban Mike's going to be there. He'll be in the building.
I'm going to be out there showing love.
Now, what else is going on?
The stupid side, we got the infamous DMX.
Oh.
DMX.
I posted about him.
Yeah, poor guy. He tried to file for bankruptcy. He's in debt for over $2 million, and the judge rejected that.
Yeah.
He's not going to get that. He owes over $2 million with God knows what he was spending on, but one from the document that showed that he showed out of those $2 million, $1.5 million is due over child support.
Oh.
He owes $1.5 million due to child support for 10 of his kids.
Okay, wait a minute. At first, I felt bad. Like, if anyone's following me on Instagram,
that's good.
Boss Lady News, Britt Johnson, I felt bad for D at first because I'm like, okay, they're just giving him a hard time. I'm sure there's plenty of other people out there who would need not to be accepted for bankruptcy, but get bankruptcy, and for them not to give it to him, I felt like that was kind of messed up. But that's a lot of money owed to child support. You was making millions, dude.
Millions, and he blew it. You know, I mean, I would assume also with him going in and out of jail, which reminds me, last week he got arrested for driving with a suspended license. So I mean, the guy doesn't learn. He got suspended, and then I think a month before that, he got in trouble for running around without his clothes in a hotel. So I mean,
he was trying to get some awareness.
He stays being reckless, but you know, good luck on that dude.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he gets the help he needs and take care of himself there, man.
Yeah.
What else? 20 years ago, I just found it out 20 years ago, two monumental albums came out. Wu-Tang Clan's 36 Chambers.
Woo! Listen.
Yes.
Listen, I got goosebumps.
Yes, the 36 Chambers.
Don't nobody play around with Wu-Tang.
36 Chambers came out, and the Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Barada. They both came the same day. And Wu-Tang, they're trying to reunite and work on that reunion album, but there's little issues going on because
listen, we want you guys to do it.
We want
the
so bad.
Wu-Tang Clan. I mean,
we want it.
We want to see it. We want you all back together. Not that you guys aren't together. I know I've seen you guys in concert. Y'all are together, but we want the album out against. And every time, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You talk about the Wu. I'm going to go in on it.
Greatest Wu of all time.
Every time one of the members of the Wu-Tang Clan comes together, they make their own album. It hits the charts. They make an album together. It hits the charts. The Wu has the formula.
It's a guaranteed banger. You won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. But there's issues within the group. RZA did an interview and he said that everybody's coming together, but Raekwon hasn't showed up for none of the sessions.
That's because he's home cooking.
Well, he's doing something. He's either in New York or he's also in Toronto. He has property in Toronto, so he's either in those two spots, and he's not showing up for the meetings or for the for the for the studio sessions. So there's issues going on there. And for Tribe Called Quest fans, their final show is going to be November 24th. They're going to be in New York with Kanye West, and after that, there's no more. Don't expect a reunion tour. Don't expect an album. Don't expect after that, no more.
So that's what
you know,
everybody says. If this is your passion, at some point you'll come back.
Well, they're very adamant. I mean, they said 15 years ago where their final album was going to be their final album, and it's been 15 years, and they have not dropped an album. So I guess they're very true to their word. So I mean, whatever conflict they have within the group, I mean, it's a shame because they're also one of the greatest group of all time next to Wu-Tang. So they're not coming out with anything else after this. So, I mean, they usually try to reunite here and then for tours. I was fortunate to catch them a couple of times.
Yeah.
But after this, November 24th, grand opening, grand closing, no mas. No
Last
more
but not
Tribe Called
least, before we get a chance to speak with Spoon Digga, what's going on with Jay-Z?
Jay-Z, it's very interesting you bring up Jay-Z because I believe there was a clothing company named Barney's, and they've been...
Not a clothing company.
I mean, no, he's doing business with them, correct?
Yes.
I guess they've been accused of doing some profiling. There was a kid, I believe it's Trayvon Christian, 19 years old. He tried to buy a belt that was worth $400, and he paid it with his debit card, and he was pretty much detained and arrested in public.
Yeah, he was detained. He was arrested after he made the purchase.
Yes.
So this kid was a college student, his own money in his own bank account with a card that had his name on it, was arrested for purchasing a luxury belt from Barney's. And Jay-Z is now affiliated with selling his clothing line with them.
And his fans, a lot of people protest him to drop him, but he won't do it because he wants to see what's the true fact behind it. But I mean,
in the meantime, he's got to make his money.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very interesting. He says it because this is the same dude he protested the Grammys a couple of years ago because they said they weren't representing real hip hop, and he actually boycotted the Cristal champagne because they said a little racial comment about they didn't like how the way hip hop represents Cristal and stuff like that. And he was behind that movement. So the fact that he doesn't really backs out of this one and try to stick to his work when certain people are targeting for the wrong reason, I find that pretty interesting.
I'm sure wifey got something to do with that.
Well, you know how that goes. You know how that goes.
So let's talk about you.
What's good? Let's talk about me. How you doing?
I'm good. Now you're from Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he be bringing me a lot of people from Lawrence. What's going on out there? Because I know that you guys are bringing in a lot of mainstream artists, and what's happening with the music
out
coming
there.
out of Lawrence?
There's a ill scene out there. It's the artists are coming out a lot. I mean, the promoters are putting in their efforts, bringing the big artists that you're talking about out there. They're doing their thing out there. Shout out to Hater Proof and Grind 78. They doing their thing out there. That's who's bringing in the big artists. And then we just have a lot of flavor out there. Like there's a lot of diversity. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, blacks, Italians, they out there. So, you know, the music scene is just really bubbling right there. And we like by ourselves out there because after us is New Hampshire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So New Hampshire, you know, we don't
really have anything to do out there.
Yeah, there's nothing out there for us to do. So this is what we doing.
So what got you into the music industry?
I just always loved to do it since I was like 13. I was writing like poetry and things of that nature. And then I'm just, you know, a ill fan of music itself, like Michael Jackson, Pac, Big, Nas, Jay. They helped me through a lot of rough times as a child. Like I grew up in foster care and whatnot. So like I took to music, like I grasped to music, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere I go, I could relate to music. So
Music drives you.
Yeah, so
Music drives all of us.
Yeah, so I took that route. I really liked lyrics. I loved hip hop, and I ran with hip hop, and been in love ever since.
So I saw your video, which we are going to run your video in a few minutes. Getting into the music industry and starting to put your music together, and now how many videos do you have out? I've seen 2 of them.
I probably have like 8 or 9 on YouTube. I just was filming one the day before yesterday with my man Gil Videos, and in the works are probably 3 more as we speak for a new project that I'm working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to see really happen out of this? What do you want your final, well not final, but what do you want your next steps to kind of end up being? Are you looking to be signed, or do you want to be unsigned but on a label?
Everybody would be lying to say they don't want to be signed to a major label. I don't care what anybody say, underground, anybody, they do it for the love, but it's for the money too. You know, you don't put your heart and soul into something if you're not going to achieve anything back at the end of the day. So, you know, anybody's looking to be signed. I mean, it's rough doing it by yourself. So I would like some financial backing. You know what I'm saying? I want to be signed. Def Jam, MMG, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Come
Hey, you
see
never
me.
know who's watching.
Yeah, you never know who's watching. You know, and traffic was crazy to come out here, so I just, you know what I'm saying?
And thank you for making it
Yes,
all the way to
appreciate
Boston.
it.
Man, it's nothing. I thank you for the, you know what I'm saying, offering me the chance to come out here and do this. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So tell me about the music video that you suggested, okay? You gave me 2 to look for.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
picked one of the 2. So tell me about this music video and why you liked it.
The video's called "Show You How to Do This." Got to give you props because I know you shot around the TV very ignorant, so
Yeah.
that was hot there.
Thank you, I
And,
appreciate it.
You know, just the scenery you have behind it, you know, with the skateboarders, because I know that's what the kids are into nowadays.
Yeah.
And yeah, so had the good break dance in the back and whatever, so it showed like an all-around movement. So I like that.
Thank
I like
you, I
that.
appreciate it.
You know,
yeah,
and the
man.
music bumps, so it bumps.
Yeah, I appreciate
bumps
it.
heavy.
You just going hard with it, man.
Yeah,
you know What I'm
man.
saying?
So
And I'm one of those people that I'm sorry. I live in Boston. So when I hear people from outside of Boston kind of repping Boston, I take it personal because I'm like, you're not from Boston.
Yeah, my mother live out here though. My
Okay,
mother
there we
in
go.
Roxbury.
There we go.
So,
Okay. So I like how within the music you are repping Boston now,
Yeah.
letting people know where you're from. Because I have noticed quite a few performers from the Boston area that aren't saying anything about being from Boston.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
do feel like there's a coming up that's about to happen.
I try, me personally, because of the area where I'm from, I try not to talk about being from Boston, but I rep Massachusetts as a whole. I mean, Massachusetts is big, and then New England is even bigger with 6 states. So I'm trying to be national. I'm not trying to think local. I know I'm a local artist, and I love repping Boston and Haverhill and Lawrence and wherever we got that's popping right now. But you know, we trying to get out of here as far as being known and like, okay,
That's
you know,
true.
I mean, for instance, Zeno's just doing his thing right now for like Love and Hip Hop, and that's in Atlanta. Like, why is there not a Love and Hip Hop Boston? You know, the scene's coming though. It's coming here.
It is.
It's about to come here.
All right. Well, why don't you introduce this music video for us?
This video is called "Show You How to Do This," featuring Green Monster, directed by Dante Luna. We did it probably about 2 years ago, 2010. Crazy.
It's crazy.
Spoon Tig. TGA the crew. Crush net. Yeah, let me show you how to do this. Black and yellow whites look like I'm skating with the Bruins. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. I can fly on my off days. Using against mosquitoes, keep biting, got that all spray. Breaking night, I just came up off a long day. Time to clean this dirty money, call it laundry. 3 stacks in the pocket, call it Andre. Jump in the coupe, turn up my system, let my songs bang. 4, 5, 6 CeeLo, I carry heavy booze. Hey, you super very stank. Look, I'm Captain Hook to make you walk the plank. I don't got a problem getting sued, baby, what you think? I might settle down, love, but it's not today. I hit the West Coast, yeah, gotta run away. Run away from me, baby. And life's the open money, but stay dead. Hustle hard, baby, life is what you make it. Hustle hard, baby, life is what you make it. Let me show you how to do this. Black and yellow lights look like I'm skating with the Bruins. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. Let me show you how to do this. Black and yellow lights look like I'm skating with the Bruins. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. I rep that Massachusetts, baby girl, I thought you knew this. I'm the best if I never make it. Chase my dreams, I never hesitated. Told myself, son, they'll be forever hating. They know the flow got no boundaries, no limitations. I come from nothing, son, that's my motivation. Pray to stay stay out of jail, homie, and off probation. They say we living in hell, no need to find Satan. Out for dead presidents, skip the inaugurations. Went from slinging grams to bricks, my G, congratulations. High anticipation, sorry if I kept you waiting. I'm trying higher expectations of a local rapper. I'll be that local rapper. Getting nothing but love and mass, that's all I'm after. After new kids on the block, we ain't been on that mat much. That's why I hustle on the block hard, leaving with a locked jaw, making sure that rock raw. Whip clean, riding dirty, passing cop cars. My life's a movie, get some butter for your popcorn. Whip clean, riding dirty, passing cop cars. Life's a movie, get some butter for your popcorn. Let me show you how to do this. Black and yellow ice look like I'm skating with the Bruins. I rap that Massachusetts, baby girl, thought you knew this. I rap that Massachusetts, baby girl, thought you knew this. Let me show you how to do this. Black and yellow ice look like I'm skating with the Bruins. I rap that Massachusetts, baby girl, thought you knew this. I rap that Massachusetts, baby girl, thought you knew this. Whip clean, riding dirty, passing cop calls. Life's a movie, get some butter for your popcorn.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Spoon Digga, show you how to do this. I said that right?
Yeah.
We're going to cut to a brief PSA, and when we come back, you guys are going to see a little bit of me interviewing some performers, and you're going to get a chance to hear from the sounds of Unique Vision Trio. We'll be right back.